Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to the very next episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This is episode number 30, and in this episode, we begin by heading off to the new location on the map, Phoenix City, which is a beautiful place, and you will recognize it from Pokemon Colosseum if you play that game as pretty much the beginning part of the game. I think it was the second location that you had access to. Anyway, welcome to Fennec, and hooray, congratulations! Incredible as it may seem, you're exactly the 1 millionth visitor to Fennec. In commemoration, please accept this, a disc case with battle CDs ready to go for Realgam Tower, which is a location that she's going to be opening up on our map in just a second. And she's actually going to force us to go there, which is kind of fishy, and we're going to learn more about that a little bit later, and by a little bit later I mean like a lot later, because we're going to be spending a crap load of time over at Realgam Tower because there is so much to do there, and I kind of want to knock out most of it as soon as possible. And yeah, this is an awesome place. Look at that. That is cool. What is it with these battle CD things? Hey Trudely, Folly, what's up? Pokemon appear alright, but when the battle ends, they just fade away. Oh sheesh. I dropped all my secret savings into them because I thought I'd get rare Pokemon. There goes money down the proverbial drain. Let's get out of here. What do we do with these battle CD things? What good are they if they won't give us any Pokemon? Just toss them somewhere. So now there's going to be Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon just everywhere, scattered throughout the land. There's going to be battle CDs just kind of hanging out in various places for you to pick up from now on. So be on the lookout for them, unless you don't care. But I care because I want to get as many of them as possible. And the reason that I'm going to be showing how to beat a lot of them is, one, because it's part of the game. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's not part of the main storyline per se. Actually, it's not part of the main storyline at all whatsoever. But there's a couple of reasons to do it, other than it not being part of the storyline. Because one, there's a couple of TMs that you can only get from beating the battle CDs, and I don't want to reveal which ones they are just yet. You have to actually watch to find out what TMs they are, and if I didn't think it was important, I wouldn't show it at all. And besides that, I mean, there's a lot of strategy involved in it, and some of them are really difficult. Anywho, in the Pokemart on the left, there's a whole bunch of TMs, including TM10, which is Hidden Power. We have TM14, Blizzard, Hyper Beam, Light Screen, Protect, and I'm going to buy Light Screen. And I think I'm also going to buy Protect. And TM20 is Safeguard. We have Thunder. And Reflect is TM33, and I'm going to buy that. TM38 is Fire Blast. So, yeah, there's some awesome TMs right there. Definitely take advantage of them if you can. Unfortunately, you do have to buy them, and some of them are pretty expensive, especially Hyper Beam. But it's worth it. Yo, it's so worth it. If you take the northernmost little elevator thingy, it's going to take you into where the Colosseums are held, and that's going to be up the elevator, so just ignore that aspect right now, seeing as how, one, you can't even access the Colosseum at all, and secondly, the Pokemon are all at level 40 anyway, so we're not there yet. On the left in this room here is going to be Battle Bingo, and that's what we're going to be doing a couple of episodes from now, but first, I want to knock out the battle CDs. I didn't miss any items, right? No items. So we're going to do the battle CDs first, and then we'll do Battle Bingo after that. And Battle Bingo is actually pretty long. I think there's 9 or 10 different cards, and we'll probably only be able to do one per episode. So yeah, it's going to be a while. So get used to Realgam Tower. Alright, let's get started with these battle CDs. We only have 3 right now, Battle CD 1, 7, and 20. And each one has its own little scenario and specific things, you know, requirements and regulations, like you have to beat it in a certain amount of turns and all that stuff. This one is pretty easy, obviously because it's Battle CD number 1. But this one gives you a Pidgeot, and it gives your opponent a Tropius. And I think you have 2 turns to beat it. And Tropius will always use Fly, so you would think you'd be kind of screwed. Even though you have a type advantage, how do you kill it, you know, in 2 turns like that? Well, I'm going to show you. And it's basically going to set the stage for what most of the scenarios are going to be like. A lot of them are very similar to this, only just they get more complicated. Okay, so you can use either Double Edge or Gust on the first turn to inflict a good amount of damage. Double Edge obviously has 120 base power. Oh, I got a critical hit. Fabulous. But it's also a stab move. Anywho, Tropius is going to use Fly, so now you're like, crap, now what? Well, you want to use Gust again because Gust is a special move, or I guess has a special effect, that it can hit opponents that are flying, and in fact, it inflicts double damage on opponents that are flying, in addition to just being able to hit them. And because it's also super effective on Tropius, Tropius has no shot. Down he goes, and we've completed Battle CD number 1. One cool little thing is that the first time that you beat each Battle CD, you get an item, and it varies based on which CD it is. To commemorate your clearing of Battle CD 1 for the first time, we're giving you a Super Potion. Yes, it's so super. Super. Whooper pooper. Okay, let's see. Machamp versus Aggron. We have Brick Break, Earthquake, Foresight, and Swords Dance. The one thing I'm noticing right here, other than Aggron's move, which is Protect, Counter, and Dig, is that the Aggron is at level 50, and Machamp is only at level 20. Oh, which means this could be interesting. We're going to have to definitely implement some decent strategy here in order to beat Jorg, or Yorg, depending on where this person is from. I always love this opening scene, where you're like being simulated into the simulator. Simulated into the simulator, yes. I really did just say that. And I only partially regret it. Okay, so it's taking on the appearance of the Cave Pokespot. There's the Aggron, which, interestingly enough, has a quad weakness to both of our attack moves. Anywho, Aggron is always going to use Protect on the first turn, so you want to go for a Swords Dance on this turn to boost your attack up. And we're actually going to go for a second Swords Dance because on this turn, Aggron will almost always use Counter to try to counter your Brick Break, and he can't counter a non-attack. Now he's going to use Dig, so we're going to go for the Earthquake, predicting the Dig, and Earthquake inflicts double damage for opponents that are underground, plus Aggron's quad weakness to the ground type, plus the +4 from the 2 Swords Dances, and that is enough to overcome the level difference and Aggron's just massive defense stat. So there you go, there you have it. Battle CD, what was that, 7? Complete. Yes, give us our prize. Yes, that was Battle CD 7. We get a Great Ball. It's not great. Ha! Pun intended. Okay, I guess we're doing Battle CD number 20 next. This is a 3-star difficulty. It's called Let Slip the Houndoom. We have a Salamence, a Dusclops, and a Houndoom. And that Salamence sucks ass. Against a Wobbuffet, Banette, and Wynot, it looks like. Everybody's at level 50, so we don't have any disadvantages there. But we do have a 4-turn limit. Time limit is what I wanted to say. A 4-turn time limit to complete the battle. And with Salamence on the field, with the basically no way to attack with any power, we're gonna have to find a way to get it out of there. And I have just the idea. The difficult part comes with the fact that Wobbuffet should be on the field first. if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Wobbuffet and Banette are going to start the fight. And the bad part about that is that Wobbuffet has the Shadow Tag ability, which means that you can't switch out your Pokemon. So Salamence is stuck out there with no way to kill anyone. So what do we do in order to make this happen so that we can make the 4-turn time limit? Well, you want to do anything but protect. So I guess I'm just going to have to use Scary Face. And it doesn't really matter who you use it on. I guess I'll just use it on Banette since Wobbuffet sucks. And we're going to use Ice Beam with Dusclops on our own Salamence. Ironically enough, Banette's going to go for the knockoff, which stupid-ass move. It does almost no damage, even though it's super effective, which is really shameful if you ask me. Wobbuffet goes for the Safeguard, which again doesn't really mean anything for us. And yeah, we're about to destroy our own dragon. Salamence is quad weak to ice. And down he goes. So we're already down a Pokemon, but we need to get this Houndoom out onto the field in order to do any damage. Or significant damage, that is. Alright, now we have Houndoom out here. Now we need to go to town on these Pokemon. We're going to use, let's see, Crunch on Banette and get him out of there. That should knock him out in one hit. And we're going to go for a Shadow Punch on Wobbuffet, seeing as how Will-O-Wisp is not going to be able to do any damage at all, or have no effect, that is, because of the Safeguard that they put up. Banette goes down to the Crunch in one hit. And we have Why Not, which is just Wobbuffet's baby, so you really don't have that much to worry about. Don't use Counter. Okay, I was about to say, if you kill Dusclops, the fight's over. Alright, so we're going to go for the Crunch and the Shadow Punch again, since they're both Psychic types, both weak to Dark. Crunch doesn't kill Wobbuffet? Oh, that's not good. Hopefully Mirror Coat doesn't kill Houndoom. Oh wait, Mirror Coat is a Psychic type move. Forgot about that. That's one thing to keep in mind. Houndoom is immune to Mirror Coat because Mirror Coat is a Psychic type move and Houndoom is a Dark type. So it just doesn't work, yo. Doesn't work at all. And this is the 4th turn, and we're finally going to finish everything off here. Wobbuffet's going to go down to the Crunch. And seeing as how Shadow Punch can't miss, we're good to go. Why Not goes down, and we just sneaked under that 4-turn limit. Time limit. Why do I keep saying turn limit? Because I'm retarded, that's why. Obviously. Clear! Battle CD 20. Yes. So now what? We completed all the battle CDs that we have. Well, not so fast. After you defeat all of the first 3, really, Awakening, that's probably the most useless item in this game. Anyway, now you can buy more battle CDs. 2, 3, and 4. At 1,000 a pop, it gets kind of expensive kind of quickly. But it's totally worth it. And, yeah, you need to buy them. So, that's it. But that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And in the next episode, we'll continue on and begin the next battle CDs. Stay tuned for episode 31. Game on.